Crochet is defined as a handicraft in which yarn is made up into fabric patterns by looping yarn through a hooked needle. Crochet is one of the things that might take time to learn, but once you get the hang of it, you'll never forget. And there's many things that you can make with crocheting, including clothes, blankets, animals or toys, and other crafts. And it all starts with learning the basics, like a basic chain. In this presentation, I'll go over the history of crocheting, the benefits, and then we'll learn how to crochet a basic chain. Starting with the history, crochet started in the 1500s in Italy under the name nun's work because it was used strictly to make religious textiles and fabrics. It didn't gain popularity until the Victorian era, which was from 1837 to 1901, and this is when people started using it to make clothing, accessories, and decor, which are the same three things that it is used for today most of the time. And according to Yarn Council, 84% of people who crochet do so 3 to 4 or more times a week, and this is because of all the benefits that come with it. According to Henry Ford Health, crochet helps to focus the mind, slow the nervous system, and calm anxiety and stress hormones. Another big benefit of crochet can be financial benefits. Crochet can help you save money, or in some cases make some. This is because, like I said, you can make clothing, accessories, and decor for yourself and save money on buying them at the store. And if you're skilled enough, you can sell them to other people to make extra money. And now we'll learn how to make a basic chain. So the only two things that you'll need is a yarn of your choice and a hooked needle. But before you can make your chain, you need to make what is called a magic ring. So you'll take the end of your string, this is basically just a starting knot, and you'll loop it around your non-dominant index finger and cross over. And in the same way that you make a bunny ear for your shoelaces, you'll pull out a circle, which is where you'll put your hook. Then you'll pull until it's snug around the needle, and then you can start your chain. You'll take the other end of the string, and I would recommend holding from either the knot or this string over here. When you get better, you might not need to hold the bottom down, but it's easier when you're starting so you have more control. You'll take this end and loop it away from you and around so that you have 2 rings on your hook. Then you'll pull them towards the end, letting the first ring go under the hook and pulling the second one over the needle. And this will be your first stitch. You'll make this pattern over and over, looping it around, going under and over to make all of your stitches for the rest of your chain. It's also important to know that the tightness of your chain will depend on the size of hook that you're using. I'm using a 7mm, so my chain will have bigger gaps in it than if I were to use a smaller needle. Most tutorials will tell you how many stitches you need per chain and how big of a hook you should use depending on what you're making. After you get it to as long as you need it to be, you would either move on to your next chain, or if you're ready to tie it off, you would take it out, which is where you would cut string over here and pull it through the hole to make a knot. Or if you need to start over, you can just grab the 2 ends and unravel it by pulling it. And now that we've gone over how to make a basic chain and talked about the history and benefits of crocheting, I hope that you could have learned something and see why crochet can be a relaxing and beneficial activity for you. Thank you.